Early morning on July 5th, the San Gabriel rose to record level. The river rushing near downtown Georgetown, causing evacuations for people living nearby. The city of Leander held a press conference to talk about the flooding along the San Gabriel.
It's never been this high. I've been here 15 years. I've never seen it this high.
Morales says she's now hoping to get back on her feet, mainly so the kids can feel some normalcy. But it will be hard, with much to replace.
All right, hey everybody. I am here at South San Gabriel River. Now, we just had the flooding at the Central Texas area, and there was a lot of devastation and a lot of loss, and it's super heartbreaking. So I just wanted everybody to know that my heart goes out to all of y'all that lost loved ones or pets or anything in the floods. It's awful, and you will probably see in this video some of the changes in the rivers around here. There's been a lot, so we're going exploring on the South San Gabriel River. We'll see how it goes. I'm using a 2-weight, and I brought my 4-weight also, just as a backup in case I get into some bigger sunfish or into some areas where I want to cast a little bit further. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you all for tuning in and looking forward to this adventure. All right, here we go. I know the water flows are up today. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain. There is a chance that it might. If it does, I don't think it'll rain for very long. I think the big rains are pretty much over. So we're gonna go see what this river looks like now after the flooding. I was down in a different section of the river yesterday, and the change was drastic. I can't even believe it, really. All the algae is scrubbed out of the river. I guess the floodwaters just acted like a huge scouring pad and totally cleaned the river out. So we're gonna see how it fishes, though. I have no idea how fish react to major floods, so we'll find out, I guess. First thing I notice is the water is running super clear, which is nice. I know that the aquifers have all been recharged quite a bit, so our natural springs, because these are spring creeks here, our natural springs were very low, and now I guess they're pumping out more water. So let's go up here into the river and get at it. This is a little section that people call dinosaur tracks. I think that's what Aaron Reed calls it in his book, Fly Fishing Austin. That got packed up in there. That didn't used to be there. Look at the size of that boulder. The river just moved that. That wasn't there before. Nor were all these trees stuck to the old bridge abutments. All right. I'm already seeing some sunfish. I just spooked one out of that little spot. But the spot I really want to fish is up ahead. This is what I was talking about with the springs. They're all pumping out now. A little over a week ago, this river was choked with algae. And now it looks like it's been scrubbed clean. All right, this is the first little area that usually holds fish in this river. So let's see if we can get anything on a dry fly. Just kind of, the fish seem super spooky today. Probably because there's no cover. They're probably freaking out a little bit about that. All their lily pads, all their little weed beds and all that is just kind of gone. So I have no idea if anything is even going to be biting right now. Oop. Dang, I caught a branch right out the gate. Oh, it's deep here too. I'm gonna have to go around to get my fly out. This is kind of a deep hole, so I'm about to... Oh, they were fishing here too. A couple bass. Just little babies though. Okay. This is good. This is pretty typical for this river. As I go further away from the road, it usually picks up in fish sightings, which it is. With the bottom scraped so clean as it is and no algae or cover or anything, I feel like they might be a little more interested in a Pat's rubber leg kind of bouncing off the limestone bottom. So we're gonna give that a try. I say we because I'm bringing y'all along with me on this ride. I think I want to get down in there though so I can fish that other bank. Because really that's where the big fish used to hold. This all was, oh, barely under the water before. So, although it's fairly deep now, this was maybe, I don't know, 4 inches of water in some places. Although it's hard to tell because everything looks so different now. Feels good just to be waist deep in some water. I recently went to Florida hoping to catch some fish and video that, but I didn't really get any fish. It rained a lot. Went scalloping though. Got a bunch of scallops. I'll probably drop a little clip in there of that. Ooh. I am sending ripples all across this pool. And it is so clear. It is almost gin clear. More like a very, very weak tea. Like a green tea almost. Oh, some fish following. Oh, they're not aggressive at all. Sunfish. Oh, there we go. Alright. Ooh, he's a feisty one too. Looks like we got our first sunfish on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a nice one too. Oh, this makes me happy. He's a fighter. Oh, this is exciting. Oh no! Ah, man, he got off. He had a blue dorsal fin too. I know he was one of the ones I'm looking for. Okay. It's game on now. We know they'll eat. Oh man, that was a nice one too. I should have been more aggressive with them. I gave them too much time. So I'm just gonna have to treat these sunfish now like trout because they're being really finicky. So maybe that's my trout of the south, sunfish. I like that. Trout of the south. Alright. Man. Oh, I wanted that one so bad. I was never so excited for a sunfish. Love it. I got them all spooked here. Usually the sunfish will just swim right up to you. I think they are rightfully freaked out right now. What I need to find is some back eddies. That's what I haven't found yet. The problem with the flood kind of blew out all the back eddies and stuff. It literally washed boulders downstream. Didn't used to have this before. It's a little rock. All these rocks. I wonder where they came from, because they didn't used to be here. So that's curious. I'm liking the looks of this boulder right here. So we're going to go up here and see what we can get off of this area. Might be a slight eddy behind that little rock right there. Dang, the sun's coming out. Try to keep my shadow up on the land. Avoid spooking the fish. Okay, that's a great little eddy right there. This is all new right here. None of this was really here, except I guess these boulders were. I'm trying to get it to fall right next to that boulder. This is a tricky shot. Hard because there, that's what I'm trying to do. Right there. With my line in the slack water, so it's not pulling so hard. Man, I would have thought that would have held some nice sized sunfish down in there. They must still just be sheltering the... Haven't found these little spots yet. Oof. That is a record player. So try to carry that on my way back out of here later. See if there's anything towards this side. Sometimes the water slows down right in front of the boulder too. I think that's too deep to walk through. Maybe right here though, I think I can see the bottom. sunfish. Felt the hit. There it is. Oh, he got off. All right. Gotta keep this guy on. Oh, wouldn't you know it? First sunfish, baby bass. Oh, he got away. This section of river seems a lot different. Floodwaters got all the way up to those lower trees. You can see where they're a little bit brown, different change of color there, a line. That's how high the water was here coming around the corner. Those trees got pushed over. That's got to be 20 feet up easily. I don't even think this was here before. This was all trees, bushes and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's undercut. I don't even remember seeing that. It must have been filled with bushes. Wow, this is just a lot different. It's not how I remember it at all. I remember this section, but this side is a lot different. It's starting to get cloudy. I might have to get out of here, I don't know. It wasn't cloudy when I first got here. This water's moving too fast. One thing I'm doing right now is I'm always keeping my eye on my escape route, especially when I get up into these areas where I'm on the other side of the river and there's a cliff on the left side. I want to make sure that I have somewhere where I can climb up and get out of here rapidly in case water starts rising fast. What you don't want to stick around in is a canyon with something on both sides that you can't scale, or deep water that you can't ford to get to a side where you can scale. Oh wow, this whole area is drastically different. This used to be, you know, pretty much solid woods all the way down. It was just solid woods. You couldn't see through. It was very dense, and you couldn't even tell that any of that was back there. And then it goes out to a point where there's a bit of a river that comes in and stops, kind of like pulls up, and then it comes around and exits. So we're going to see what that looks like now. I imagine it has changed a lot because there were a lot of trees right in the river up there. A lot of them. There's a tight little spot to get through. Now I got to see how I can get down here. And this will be one of those areas where I got to be careful for rising waters because it's a choke point. So when the waters rise, they'll rise really quick in the choke point and they'll speed up dramatically. So you definitely don't want to be caught in that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back there. This used to be almost no water here. So let's see how deep it is now. Oh, there was some sunfish up in there. Alright, there's the limestone. It's a little silty in here, but it always was a little silty right here. Okay. There's the limestone bottom. There really isn't any big lake upstream of here or anything that would have a dam release, so we don't have to worry about that. The only thing that could happen is if we got a lot of rain in a short period of time upstream of me, then it could potentially come up fast, which is what happened last week. But we don't have that kind of rain in the forecast today. There are isolated thunderstorms, but nothing big. If there was, I would not be here for sure. So I want to get over to that back eddy over there. Oh man. This is a tight spot too. Used to be a lot tighter though. When I first found this spot, you used to have to bow and arrow cast it. But now I think I'm just going to have to roll cast. Looks like they just kind of high stick it here. And I'm curious to see what's washed up over there. just kind of keep on casting. You never know. Sometimes something will hit it as it's floating down. Tree branch. That's a little tangly. Woo! That would be hard to get through right there. I would really have to wiggle. Definitely have to drop my gear. Right. This is gonna be a little fast. A little tricky, but I kind of know the spot, so I've crossed here before a lot. I know where it goes, which is where I wanted to get to, is this little pond up here. Whew, this has already really changed. This is all just filled with silt back here, silt and rocks and things. Well, now we know where those rocks came from. Oh, but look at that. Sunfish guarding his bed up. Probably shouldn't mess with him. Wow, look at all the sunfish beds. They got to work quick. Alright, so we know there's sunfish here. Got something. Oh yeah, it's a good one. Red breast, you can tell, long ear, red belly. Oh, and he got away. Just switched over. My GoPro battery died. I only had one, so switched over to my Akaso with the external mic. So if it gets a little windy, hopefully that helps. Might still be interested up there. Oh. Man, that was a good strong pull. Fighter. Maybe not that big. Although I think we got another species. Yeah, this looks like Maybe a bluegill. You got a little spot there, buddy? Let's get that hook out of you. Get you on that, mister. Stop fighting it. There you go. Alright. Oh yeah, that could be a bluegill. Camera out. Sunfish number 2. I believe this is a bluegill, but we'll check it when we get back home. It's got the white around the fins, dark fins. Let's see if this works. You can see his eyeball. Close-ups. That's awesome. Try an underwater photo. That was cool. That's the second species. Sunfish number 2. Alright, let's head back downriver. We'll fish a little bit on the way out. Then we'll go to another spot I like. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so due to some technical difficulties with my other rod, with my 2-weight, I decided to switch over to my 4-weight TFO. Well, I was going to go straight back, but then I remembered I wanted to fish this spot on the way back through. And now that I have my 4-weight, might be a little easier to get across the river. Alright, watch this. Oh, I didn't even get to stand up, and already a sunfish right in front of me is going after it. Gosh. What we found here. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's yeah, I think that might be a long ear. It's a long ear sunfish, I think. It's got the white fringe around the edge. It's kind of thick. It's long from top to bottom, not long horizontally, but long vertically. But I'll check it out. I'll look at, make sure. Looks like it's got those turquoise fins though. And a red eye. Alright, bye-bye. What was that? Ooh, I didn't even think about falling rocks. Alright, that is a bluegill. Better one than the first one we got. section of the river that's been totally transformed. I never used to fish this. It never made any sense. But it's a totally different river now. This is going to be a good spot here. Eventually. Secret little spot. We got really cleaned up. Wow. I used to come up in here before it was so cleaned out though. This should be interesting. There were some pretty little pools up in here. Oh, it feels nice and cool too. Yeah. Awesome. So we're filming. I think we want to get my fly situated here so I can avoid getting entangled on these trees. It's impossible. Just 2 weeks ago. Would have been completely filled with brush. Way more than it is.